Is that you ready to go out in the town? Not Joe at the end of the night, this is Joe at the start of the night. We're going out, we're just going out.
Oh, I'm so tired.
It's about 11:30 and we're getting a taxi, a 30-minute taxi to go to an electro night.
Yeah.
Nina Hologram.
Well, he's Adrian, Dr. Vampiro. He's Furkan, he played the bass. I am Catrino Monotron, I play the synthesizers.
Always happy to share an anecdote. I remember Josh and I went to Mexico City in 2016. It was when we were staying with our good friend Jamie, and downstairs there was a bar called the Gold Tooth. It was like a pirate mezcal bar, and we were just having a drink at the bar, just having a chat with the barman, and synthesizers come up, and suddenly Patches goes in his bag and whips out can't remember what exact synth it was, but it was like a really, really good synth that he just had in his bag in the bar. And so we obviously got chatting synth, and yeah, it's really nice to get to go and visit studio in Coyoacán, things like that, have a little jam as well. And it's just really funny to meet a fellow synth head in sort of like right downstairs from you. And we went back this year and he was still there, so we managed to remake contact again. He's in a new band, Nina Hologram.
We've heard of you. Our friends met you in a bar and they said that they played synth, and the story goes that you have a synth in the bar.
Yeah, well, it was an amazing experience because Kim was a friend of mine and she told me, hey, your project is amazing. So for us, it's an amazing experience to play for the people.
And the Scottish people.
The Scotland people.
Well, the Scottish people are going to love you. Right now, your music gave us so much energy. And what is the message of the music? What is the message?
Well, we have a clear message. So we talk about attitude for the human being, about about so many things, about travesti girls, about the drugs, about the problems existentials,
Yeah.
But we are happy to play with the music and express that feeling,
And it is so it is like techno punk.
It's very.
How would you call it? How would you describe that music?
Electroclash.
Electroclash.
Because it's a movement that express this feeling that we are with the people, that's the way that we are with the music. So, we are actually with the discourse of the people,
What did you make of Neon Hologram?
So good, amazing. It's like kind of like Sick Note, but
Mexican,
yeah.
Güey, qué chingón. Estamos en una comunidad cristiana. Nadie se droga, nadie toma.
Because actually, a minute ago you were sleeping, and and then you got a taxi to the wrong lads, Mezcalli.
In the middle of some sketchy area.
And the guys like, get out here. Then the taxi driver took your phone off you.
Yeah, I got good vibes from him though.
Yeah,
so
he was a nice man.
I was okay about that.
Yeah, it was Well, that was interesting. We fought off the hangovers and we watched the amazing Nina Hologram.
The most important is that the music is the most important language to transmit the emotion, you know. We are a band that we want to project the problem about too many things about the world is happening, you know.
Yeah.
So we don't think about the frontier, you know. The most important is that we play with the heart, with all your feeling. So it's the most important, you know. The music is the most beautiful language that we have to transmit something important, you know.
Absolutely. La Mezcalli, I think it's called, La Mezcalli. And really good vibe, people were so friendly. We interviewed the band, I don't know how the audio is going to turn out, but they were Patches and the crew were very cool. And everybody was just when they seen us interviewing the band, everyone wanted to talk to us. And there was so many characters, especially Jokey. Shouts to a guy called Jokey, who had all sorts of stories with me and Elizabeth Taylor, and I wanted to interview him and stuff. But we had to go, because we wanted to go to the jam night. So we were dying to go to this jam night, and we'd heard lots of good things. And apparently it doesn't get good till midnight or 1 o'clock, but at this point it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And but then by the time we got phone vouchers and cigarettes and Ubers cancelling on us, we didn't get there till about 2:30, and the taxi driver dropped us off in this random place, which it seemed actually quite nice, quite friendly, but it was empty apart from a few people. There was no noise apart from a house party where people were dancing in, but that was definitely not the studio. Sat-nav just kept on saying it was somewhere that there was nothing. I mean, either that is a very well soundproofed studio, and even if it was, they're having a walk-in, it was obviously there was barriers down. I don't know if we even found it, but we thought at that point as we're walking down, and we just sort of gave up because we tried sat-nav, we just couldn't find it. And then we seen the police here, who have successfully managed to avoid so far, and we've been told that we need to avoid them at all costs, because they will say that you've flung a cigarette down even if you've not, and then they want a bribe basically. And
we had no
dinero, nada dinero, which means, so what that means is that they drive you you get in a police van and they drive you to the cash machine, and that's when the money goes up, so you don't want that to happen. So we decided to go on the main road because we thought it was a bit safer and there's less likely to get pulled up. And then we got onto the main road, and I thought it was a taxi coming because a car pulled it in front of us, but it was a sports car, and it was kind of like dodgy dealer looking cunts. And then I put out my cigarette and was about to get in, and Joe was like, "That is not the Uber." And then I looked at it again and went, "Oh shit, that is definitely not an Uber." And then it sped away and then stopped about just about, I don't know, 200 yards away, and it just sat there, and I could see my leather purse, my leather bum bag, giving gringo vibes. And then at that point, just when you thought it couldn't get any sketchier, the fucking police drove by with the lights flashing, and then they slowed down with the lights flashing about 100 yards away from us, and they just sort of stopped for a minute, and then luckily they turned right. The dodgy car stayed a bit longer, and then luckily...
Yeah, but the police were just sitting around the corner.
The police were sitting around the corner. So you've got the police sitting around the corner waiting on us and maybe deciding, should we go and get them? What do you think we should do? And then you've got this dodgy sports car further down. And this is not a place where the police are trying to catch the dealers. That's not how it works here. They're trying to catch the tourists. Both of them try to catch tourists. And luckily the Uber arrived. So I was a wee bit gutted because we did leave a really amazing party to go to the jam night, which we really wanted to go to, but the jam night, I think we missed it. I think it was closed, or we couldn't find it. But the good news is that we only got 2 beers, and we've got to get up at 9 in the morning to go to the all-day market thing. So maybe it's meant to be.
Yeah, it's not just an all-day market, it's like a punk alternative market.
It's an alternative punk market from 9 in the morning. So it's about 3 in the morning now. We've got to get up at 9 to go, and it's going to be punk alternative market, whatever the fuck that means, but there's apparently bands playing, people sell merch, records, vinyl, t-shirts, badges, stuff like that. So I don't really understand what it is we're going to, but it sounds good. So just time to get some sleep, and then that's the next thing. It's an action-packed few days. We don't do days off.
So we like it.
So we both like it. I like a day off sometimes, but there's no time for a day off.
Oh, there's things to see.
There's things to see, there's things to do. Podcast? What the fuck's a podcast, you fucking right?